Hey guys, this is Mitchell again from Gamefront, and we are continuing our walkthrough of Outland. If you're just tuning in, we basically just got our sword, we got our slide, and we're continuing our trek through the Origins chapter of the game. And right now we're about to go to a kind of a flashback to when the hero, well, you'll see. Just read this stuff.
Fall back through time. Become the ancient hero. Let his spirits, dark and light, arm you in this final battle.
So yeah, now we have control of both the dark and the light powers of our hero. Basically what this means is it has turned now into a 2D platformer version of Ikaruga. If you're not very familiar with that game, it basically had a dark light mechanic where if you switch to the dark side of your character, you would absorb dark bullets, and if you flip to the light side, you would absorb light bullets. So it's basically the same deal here, except in Outland you also have a combat element. So in order to kill enemies, you'll have to be the opposite element of what the enemy is. So you'll see that coming up right here. So it's a dark spider, so I need to be the light hero in order to defeat him. See, I couldn't damage him as a light hero. I would have to switch to the dark hero in order to defeat him. So that'll come into play a bunch later on. This is still pretty early on, so the puzzles aren't that challenging, and the combat isn't that challenging either. This is probably the first challenging puzzle where you're going to have to do some light-dark switching on the fly. You gotta be patient here to wait for this dark platform to come. Yes, I have played through this level several times before, so that's probably going to be explaining why I go through it much faster than you might on your first go ahead. We're going to hit the switch, and that will unlock the door all the way to the left. We're going to do some editing right here because I apparently fell asleep at the controller and totally messed up. And there you go, that's the magic of video editing for you. Now you don't see my totally screwing up this part. So you're going to switch to blue to jump through that. You might want to be a little more patient than I was here. This is a little bit tough. All the way to the left until you complete this part of the level. So now if you were playing the trial, this is actually where you would end. You'd basically just climb up this really long ladder and you would see the sisters and your trial would end. You would think that you would be going into a battle with a boss battle with the sisters at the end of this, but unfortunately that's going to have to be saved for a future time. Long ladder. I love this because it looks like a bullet hell shooter. And the Pepsi logo. So now we're back as our normal self.
The hero's journey ended. Ancient spirits release their grasp, and you awake, just a man. Surely it was a dream.
So now we have the level map, and basically we can see the overworld here. This is a small little hub world that basically takes you to each of the bigger levels in the game. So right now we're going to head towards the jungle, and that is where I will leave you off. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.